promising future of indie media. Hosted by Marc, Clair.
I mean, if you look at the mainstream movie industry, the box office, I mean, it barely even exists anymore. And streaming, a lot of the streaming stuff has been a disaster too. So I wonder how much the failure of what's going on at the top is going to lead to maybe more of a renaissance in other areas, whether it's comics or whether it's even music or whatnot. Because on the one hand, you have corporations that seem to be taking control more and more of our beloved IP, whether it's Star Wars or what have you. And I think a lot of us, I don't know, were maybe silly. I don't know how you felt about it at the time. I think when Disney first bought Star Wars, I was kind of excited. I was like, oh, they're going to make new movies.
It's going to be something
you thought
cool.
It was
going to take it to the next level. Absolutely.
And now it's just, I mean, it's unwatchable. I mean, there's nothing else to say. Even when I try to tune in just to see, well, maybe this isn't that bad, I realize I find myself talking myself into it. Like, at least it kind of feels like Star Wars. So I wonder if all this grasping at all the IP from major corporations and combined with the just lack of desire to actually put creatives on it that care about the IP and that love the IP and that just seems to shine through. I wonder if that actually does continue in those other genres to, on the other end, create the inspiration for more independent media to spring up.
See, this is what I believe. I think that we're not there yet, but I do believe we are at the brink, and it'll be up to all the individuals involved, creators. I think we're at the brink right there, maybe of a complete creative renaissance, right? And this is why if I can offer any advice to people that are watching this to have aspirations to be a creative, man, do not blow this opportunity because it may not ever come again in your lifetime.
This window in time that we're currently in.
That we're in, where all the people with the money suck, right? Like the guys that got all that, and the barrier of entry has been lowered so much to where now it is feasible for people to do things that they could not in the past. What we did with the Rippaverse was impossible. Like maybe 20 years ago. Like, this is just not a thing. So the technologies.
I mean, how would you even have told people about it?
That's what I'm saying, right? It literally could not have happened, right?
Postcards to every
I guess a bunch of people that I knew, like it was impossible, right, to do what we did independently. But now you have the technology that we have available to us, the social media aspect that's completely changed the game. Simultaneously, while that's going down, you have the guys that have the money, that have control of these beloved properties. They just suck. And what it's created is a demand, obviously that growing demand from the customer's perspective, where they're all viewing this and saying, man, like, we will at least entertain something that maybe 5 years ago we would have never thought about it. I was all in on, I look at even myself 5 years ago, right? With it's just Marvel, DC, that was pretty much it. And now you change, right? So it's a window of opportunity that I don't want people to lose sight of. And I even look at the Rippaverse and the success it is that we've seen. Unfortunately, there are people that consider it a threat, right? And they shouldn't. Like, this thing is not a fixed pie. You need to understand what's at stake here, that there is a lot of odds. If you take advantage of it, you'd be surprised where this will take you. And I don't want people to squander this opportunity and allowing jealousy or envy or just sheer laziness to get in the way of taking advantage of this window of opportunity that you may never get in your lifetime. So I do believe, to answer that question, we're on the brink of a creative renaissance, but it's not going to actually happen creatively unless the individuals within it decide to take advantage of it. So, the window can be there all you want. If you don't get through it, you don't get through it.